Hello, so this is the third video on Piaget's stages of cognitive development. So, if a child has developed a theory of mind, if the child has mastered conservation, is able to think less egocentrically and not engage in animistic thought, well then, they move on to the next stage, which is concrete operations, right? Concrete operations. And this is from around 7 to around 11 years of age, 7 to 11 or 12, according to Piaget's estimates. So concrete operational stage, you've mastered all that stuff in pre-operations, and now you can think even more sophisticatedly, logically, right? Let's say you're capable of it. Let's say, right? Not that you necessarily always do, I suppose, because even adults don't necessarily always think too logically, but you're capable of it, I suppose. So you can think logically about concrete events, about real events, real things in the world, right? That's kind of the emphasis here in this concrete operations stage. So, the last piece of the puzzle comes then, I'll go ahead and mention the last and final stage, according to Piaget, is formal operations. And that's from, once again, around 11 or 12 on, right? For the rest of your life, I suppose. And so formal operations is where you take the last little step where the individual can think abstractly, hypothetically, all right? So the concrete operations can think more logically, just they can't do the abstract stuff yet, right? Hypothetical stuff yet. So, you can use those phrases. We can contrast what a concrete operations individual versus a formal operations person would think of some of these, I don't know what you call them, but some of these words of advice that are given, like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. What does that mean? Right? The concrete operational individual will think that that means you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. That's what it means. It's tied to the concrete, real events. They can't do the abstract thought. Of course, the formal operations individual realizes that's just it's kind of a metaphor or whatever you want to call it, right? That means, well, you could give someone an opportunity, but you can't make them take it. You can give them an opportunity, but that's up to them to then take it, right? That's what that means. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's what that means, right? Hypothetical, abstract thought, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for the rest of his life, give him teach somebody some skills, and they'll be able to live on their own. They'll be able to succeed and make their own life, stuff like that, more abstract. So that's kind of the contrast between concrete operations and finally formal operations, where you get the full abstract stuff in there. So that's where you get the last two stages. And that's it, according to Piaget. That's it. All cognitive development happens in childhood through adolescence, and then after that, we've just all got it. I don't know. Do we all have it? I've met some adults who I wonder sometimes, but no, I do think we all have it. Right? It's just that we don't always use it, and that's just human beings, right? We can be logical, we can think abstractly, but we just don't always do it, and that's one of the weaknesses of us human beings, and one of the things that makes us fascinating to study, in my opinion. So that rounds out Piaget's stages of cognitive development. Goodbye for now.